Check, check, test, test. Very good. Oh, shoot. The lines are the same as... Oh, no. That's not good. Is that what it is? I'm gonna put an infested pink. There you go. Okay, that's the eye color. What else? Just eye color? Okay, this little strap, which doesn't really matter. The eye color doesn't matter that much. Maybe I'll go with white. Yeah. Emissive. Okay, this emissive can be green. That green. Double down. XMS. Green, green. I like the fleshy color. Hey, Potent Talker. What's up, Potent? I like the fleshy color better. Actually. Or maybe I can try white. Just straight up. You got a bill for her? Yeah, I got a bill for her. Just, oh yeah, yeah. Just yesterday, I was doing Steel Path Disruption. Or was it Steel Path? Anyway, I can do Netra cells on Steel Path just with her. Has Banshee changed in recent time? A lot of people using her? Oh, I don't care about what other people are using, so I don't know. I know that she is my go-to girl for Murmur. That's what I use her for. Anti-murmur. But right now, none of that matters. Right now, what matters is fashion frame. Maybe I'll make her... You know what? Maybe I'll just stick with green. XMS green. You sound like Justice League Unlimited Superman. Oh yeah? Thank you. If that's a good thing, I don't even know. It really sucks that the lines are tied to her skin. You know? I mean, I know that's not really skin, but it's basically a cybernetic robot. But yeah, that's a real shame. It's good? Okay, thank you. Question, how come sonar doesn't work with the Athodice unique trait? Well, I don't have Athodice, so I didn't even know that. I'm not sure. The only thing that I know is the way that I use her is I have some survivability here with barrier and grace. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I don't need grace. But basically, it's a lot of this survivability. And basically, I just spam the sonar, and then I go after the weak points it creates. That's one thing that had me confused for a long time is if I memorize the weaknesses, what do I need sonar for? And then I found out that sonar creates weaknesses. It creates weak spots. It doesn't show you the current weak spots. It creates them. And then if you hit those spots, then you get the bonus. But that's not what it says in the ability. It's like one of those things that the game tells you one thing, but it's not. Unique trait works off weak spot kills, but the sonar weak points don't activate the trait. Really? Man, I would... Hey, what's up, Pony Boy? I would lose my mind if I had a weapon that depended on weak points. Oh, you know what it is? There's two type of weak points. There's a native weak point, and then there's a weak point that is created by this, by sonar. This is a synthetic manufactured weak point. It's not a natural weak point. Because that does happen to me with the Incarnon. So usually I have her use my Bursum Prime here, but the Bursum Prime is not going to get Incarnon with the weak points she makes. It has to be the natural, the native weak point that the enemy has. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so for Banshee. Yeah, sure. Well, actually, in my opinion, all the enemies should have weak points, and sonar should just reveal them, not make up brand new weak points. Like I have two enemies of the same kind. You know, like those mini, like the mini necromechs or the crawling hands. So they're both next to each other, and I use sonar, and they both have different like weak points. Personally, I don't like that. I'm like, sonar is supposed to be like a detection thing, right? So if the narrative behind the mechanic is that she's using the sonar to discover weak points on the enemy, then all enemies should have those same weak points, but sonar reveals them, plus it gives you the bonus. And I think that that should be good enough. Yeah, yeah, because the same thing happens to me with the Incarnon. Incarnon won't charge on the weak points that sonar makes. Any concept behind behind your Banshee? Um, yeah, just trying to make her look into like a DJ. You know, sort of like a DJ from a rave or something. And the reason that she is my anti-murmur build is because murmur is sound and she silences sound. So it's not for any reason that mathematically makes sense. I'm using it for thematic reasons. And since in this game, if you know what you're doing with building skill, you can make anything broken. I enjoy creating thematic builds first, and then I try to make them work later. So having Banshee go after the Murmur, right? Like Murmur's like, well, shut up, right? She mutes them or she talks over them. It's very satisfying to me. Build on the Burston, sure. That's my build on the Burston. Elira showing me a Banshee Prime. Is she built for speed or something? Very nice. So this thing, I don't feel like getting rid of this thing. This thing, it just saves my ass. You know. First, I didn't think I was gonna like the fart. If you know about this ability, truth. First, I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I like it quite a lot. You know, it's kind of funny though. It's kind of funny because it is kind of like a big toxic fart. But yeah, I very much enjoy it. You make her look like a rave DJ as well? Yeah. I was gonna give her the Sonic Core, but I thought that this pistol, this Magnus, look like, I think it looks better. And actually, I should, yeah. Let me see how that looks. It doesn't look too bad. It's a giant ass gun. So what I was working on last night is this Magnus. I got a ribbon for it, but I wanted to have cold. And I learned two things with this ribbon yesterday. You see how it says minus 92% multi-shot? So I learned that only applies to multi-shot that you add later. So it doesn't apply to your default, shot number. Like, it's not a reverse multi-shot. You know what I'm saying? It's just any additional multi-shot is going to be minus 92.5. I also learned that two elements on the same ribbon, they mix. So as you can see, I have cold and electricity, but they automatically mix to make magnetic. I didn't know that. No, I'm gonna keep rolling the ribbon just because I don't want magnetic. I want cold. Okay. But I tested the multi-shot and it was fine. But I'm looking for cold because since I have an Incarnon, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go cold, or I'm gonna go pistol, shoot them, freeze them, and now that they're frozen, now I bring out my Incarnon and I can take my sweet time, okay, and aim for the weak points. Especially those robot dogs that come in really fast. Like their head sticking out, okay, and it's really easy to shoot them, but you know, I need them to stand still. Nope. I know that might look good or whatever, but I need cold. I'm adamant about it, and I got plenty of Kuva. You still want a mod for multi-shop though? Very good one to have. Yeah, I'll take a look. Well, this Magnus, I think this Magnus needs a catalyst or something. There we go. All right. I'm not gonna keep this. I'm just doing it for now. And I want to know what 111% zoom looks like. Okay, so see, I don't even have a catalyst on it, so there's a lot of room to improve. You know, but you know, Warframe, you log on, you put in one brick on the wall, and then that's good for the day. So Warframe is about consistent, smaller wins. Sort of like a compounding victories, right? Okay. I was going to go check it out. Go check out what 111% zoom looks like. You still want, if your guns are only shooting one bullet at a time, negative multi-shot isn't going to be very harmful. Use Tacit Core Sentinel weapon to apply cold. I don't have Tacit Core, and I also want a pistol because it looks good. See her sexy leg? Here. You see her leg? That's the reason that I'm using a pistol, is because it looks better. Actually, I might put the skin of the 9mm on this. If I end up not liking it. Right now it's a little bit too big, but we'll see. Wow, look at that. I don't know, man. I kind of like it. Look at this. It's kind of like first person almost. Oh my god, that recoil is horrible. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know, I kind of dig it. Let me shoot at this wall. Has some kick to it though. I know, right? Gotta put steady hands. But the thing is, because I'm using her against Murmur. Murmur are easy to hit because they're big. You know? That's like one of the unspoken disadvantages of Murmur, is that they're all big, and recoil doesn't matter that much because they have a bigger mass, so you don't need that much accuracy, you know. I mean, if it was up to me, If it was up to me, let me tell you, that murmur, it would be a nightmare to fight. Like, they're big rocks, right? They're like big sentient rocks. Guess what? Immune to toxin. Just like that. Immune to slash. Actually, no, resistant to slash, because you can cut rock, you know. Resistant to puncture. Immune to viral. Just immune. Viral damage, virus status, just immune. But I guess that's why I don't run my own game, because I would make people cry and then they wouldn't want to spend money on it. Because everybody wants to feel like a badass with the least amount of effort. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the yeah, John Wick pistol. There you go. This thing is so cool. These skins. Okay, so let's continue rolling the ribbon. We got the cold. Okay. So now I'm trying to get more than cold, because that zoom's not gonna do anything. Murmur gets super tough in EDA though. Yeah, but they get tougher just because of, you know, they can absorb more damage and they can deal more damage. That's it. You know. You know, maybe... Maybe I shouldn't put cold on the ribbon. Maybe I can leave cold for another mod. That way, I don't have to roll that many ribbons. Because if I roll that many ribbons, that means I'm gonna be leaving stuff on the table. And the only thing I'm gonna accept is just cold, which means that the odds are gonna be against me. Yeah. Because overall, okay, it's just the odds are gonna be against me if I require the ribbon to have that. And look, I got Ice Storm. See? Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So because this is a this is gonna be to freeze enemies, so it's not about damage, it's about status, which is why I chose the Magnus. I chose the Magnus because of the status. So it's gonna be about status. Oops, can't do that. An ability cast, status chance. Yeah, I would take this, but I don't have a thing. I mean, I do. I do have one. It depends if it's that important. You know what? It is, because she's my girl for anti-murmur. She's my girl for anti-murmur. So I would use this. Definitely. Oh, they're both 9? Okay. Alright, never mind. Actually, you know what? Maybe I need to increase the status duration. I don't know. I'll put this on if I feel like it needs it. Like later, like, man, these guys are not staying frozen for long. I better put Perpetual Agony on it. Well, the status chance is 22. So from all the pistols, that's okay. Status. Don't I have sure. What's up? Can't catch these hands. Look at this guy's name. What's up? Okay, so that's all of it. So I have to remember to cast an ability and then aim, and then I'll get status chance. So I think with this I can reach 100% status chance. Let me see. Hold on. It starts with 22, right? Starts with 22, 90%. That would be like 19, 18. Okay, so 22, 18, that's 40 already. 40, and this will be 40, 50, 58. 58, 68, 70. So that will be already like 70% status chance. So that's good enough. Yeah, but hover over 20% status, you'll see the status distribution. Oh. Yeah, status 30%. Yeah, that's good. Because this is like, you know, like repeat whatever. And actually, I'm gonna do that multi-shot thing. I'm not gonna kill anyone with it. I'm not gonna do weak points. This is what I need right here. Speak. I wish I could fit this, but I can't. Multi-shot and dodge speed. You know what? I might use this. I might use a 60% dodge speed to roll away. Roll away and then shoot. We'll see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with normal barrel diffusion. I'm going to try to do the dodge speed. Just normal. If I find myself to be too slow or something, I'll come back and I'll swap it out. Fire rate. This should be good. And then get a filler 2. What's a 2 that's a filler? Slash. Yeah, I got slash. Hold on. Slash is 26, impact is 24. 15, no return. Wait, no. It's not no return. It's what is it? What's the thing for impact? Concussion rounds. There you go. Squeeze a little bit more damage. Oh, wait a minute. I can shield gate with the pistol if I have this. Oh, there you go. There you go. Little bit of damage. Little bit of shield gating. I can do multiple calculations to deal billions of damage so that I can exit a math test. Dean, that's because of motivation. The math test is raw and boring. When Pokemon first came out, I used to play competitive Pokemon online with simulators, and in order to get to that level, you needed to know a lot of math and a lot of formulas, and I excel at it. And then I turn around and fail math class. It's because it's boring. I'm Asian, but I ain't fitting the stereotype. It's all cultural, you know. It's all like what's behind the Asian kids being so good. It's the Asian moms, you know. Math is trash until the math is at the other side of something that you're really interested in. When you put math on the other side that you're really that it's just you're something that's really interesting to you, you will plow through the math to get there. Just need to get cool math teacher. Yeah, that too. That too. Like, you know, that's what the movie Kung Fu Panda was mainly about. It was mainly about, you know, it's the teacher, not the student. The teacher is the one that has to figure out how to teach the student. Okay, and then when Master Sifu, well, first Oogway told Master Sifu to believe, because if he didn't believe, he wasn't gonna find a solution. So when Sifu was trying to believe, okay, his brain automatically found a way when he saw Po stuffing his mouth with the dumplings. He's like, I'm gonna use that as a carrot. Okay, I'm gonna use that as a carrot to move this fat ass to train. A fun teacher can make anything fun. Yeah, but math's topic is still boring. Yeah. Yeah, that's a Dean. That's a guy that doesn't want to be there. You got to think about that. Some people are teachers just because they want a good retirement. They are suffering. They're putting up with being a teacher and putting up with you because they're waiting to get, you know, the 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever, so they can retire. Okay? They're not there for you, and they're not there to be a teacher. Ragnarok, what's up? Second class, some didn't remember, and he did not go back on what he said. Yep. Oh, gotta give it a arcane adapter. All right. Enemies take 15% damage, cold size. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me either. Doesn't help me. Doesn't help me. I mean, this is the closest thing that helps me. If there's an Eximus, I can get some overguard out of it, I guess. No, there's no electricity status effect here, brother. No. $450, no. No, it doesn't help me. Yeah, it's just my go-to is Fortifier. And I want to use other stuff, but it's just like, Fortifier, secondary Fortifier. And I'm glad I have it. It's just that it's kind of annoying that's where my logical conclusions go, you know? It's going good, Ragnarok. How's it going with you? Bro, kick everyone that late. Only me and 3 more dudes attended. Oof. Yeah, that guy's trying not to work. That guy doesn't... He's not there to teach. For sure, he's not there to teach. Okay. Corvus Frame. Thank you so much for the follow, Corvus Frame. Let me guess, Corvus Frame, your favorite frame is Zephyr. And she's all black. I have a Raven. Hold on a second. Oh, this wasn't... No, this... No, this wasn't my Banshee. This was Freeform. That's her right there. There you go. No, not you. Not Latham. It's either going to be Latham or the Bursum Prime. It's not going to be both. One has to help the other. Where's my Magnus? There you go. See, it looks good. See? That's the reason I have it. It's not for some mathematical reason because it's a meta weapon. I have it because it looks good on her leg. Carlos friend, thank you for the rose. Hey, want to see my Zephyr? Check it out. Where is she? Do I have a thing for her? No, I don't have a thing for her. Really? For my Zephyr? There she is. She's a raven. Ha ha ha. She's hard to control, but when the days that I get it down, this thing spanks, man. This thing spanks all sorts of things. You know what really nerves her is the vertical limiter, because sometimes I shoot up, and before I can come down and shoot down, guess what? I hit the vertical limiter and then I respawn at the bottom. It's so fucking annoying. And sometimes you can do it with Void Sling. Like I'm trying to Void Sling up, okay, and I hit that stupid limiter. How do you get those wings? Rack, these wings can be acquired from a vendor in Fortuna on Valentine's Day. Actually, I'm sorry. Not only Valentine's Day, it's more like in February. They do like a Valentine's month, and that's where you get it. Okay. And yeah, this was for the Madurai. But you know, actually, I could probably just use energy. I can probably just use that on her. And see how good that looks? Look. That's the reason. Okay. Let's oh, you know what? Maybe yellow. See, most of the time this is what I do in the entire game. I just like sink hours into like fashion framing. I wonder if yellow... No, not that yellow. Maybe a little orange. Let me see. The problem with yellow is that it starts blending into green. So you have to force the yellow to be like a little orange. so it doesn't blend into green. Okay, I'll try that. Is there a stronger orange though? Like a... This one's a little bit stronger orange. There you go. See? It's a little bit stronger, huh? Has some of that that orange pulp color. Okay. Alright then. Enough fucking around. Oh, wait a minute. The companion. I forgot the companion. No, not Deriga. It has to be Helios Prime. Yes. Helios Prime with the Constructor Prime. Or maybe not. Maybe, I'll leave it on the Constructor. I fucking knew it. This thing didn't have vacuum. Like last time, I suffered so much. Shield Charger, Animal Instinct. Oh, okay. Well, I don't need the... I'm not using the loot box, the loot detector that much, so I'll just downgrade Animal Instinct. And I need a 5 Animal Instinct. I don't have a 5 Animal Instinct. I only have a 6. I'll just downgrade to 6 vacuum. There you go. That works. Or hopefully it does. We'll see. Hey, where's the thing that that Helios? Where's the thing that Helios finds like weak spots and stuff? Where's that at? Status 25. I'm gonna need him to help me freeze people. There you go. Okay. Oh. And then okay. So so all that stuff works. So now it's status. I'm not gonna do pressure point because I'm not going for that. This is gonna be just status. That's what it's gonna be. What is this? Heavy attack? No. Nope, don't care. There we go. Okay, if it's not gonna be that, then I should get rid of that. Should get rid of power throw. Since it's just status, right? It's just gonna be a status machine. Status. Need lasting sting. Or I might not need lasting sting, actually. Let me see if I can get around this. No, I can just choose 3. 3 or 1. So, I guess I'll keep radiation. Electricity, no. Heat, no. There we go, radiation cold. That's what I want. Radiation cold. It's radiation. They're weak to radiation. I was thinking lasting sting, but attack rate, attack speed, fury, magnetic rush. Look at this. I can put this here, and the logic behind doing that is to get more elements. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. I got magnetic and cold. Okay, great. Fury. And that's it. Don't got much after that. Impact damage reduces enemy armor by 6. Okay. I'll put this up. Alright, so the job of this is to attack and freeze enemies. Just proc them with stuff. Radiation, which confuses them and they start attacking other people. Magnetic, it's, you know, it's only like a niche thing. Magnetic, you know, does damage to shields and overguard, but that's not a big deal. The big deal is here is cold. Cold is 16%, but it's passive because it's going to be, you know, keep attacking. So, good enough. You mean there's a mod just for radiation if you have it? Yes, there are mods. With 1999, you have mixed element mods. So, it's primarily magnetic and radiation. And, yeah, you can get it. Okay, so his job is to put status effects on enemies. That's his job. That's why he doesn't have any crazy damage stuff. Let's see how it works. And to pick up my stuff, of course. Okay. In fact, let's go do some netrocells.
I hope these interest you.
Gonna go do some solo netrocells to test this build. 125. Yeah, I'll get this.
Fascinating choice.
Okay. All right, let's see if she's ready. What else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, the radiation sword. This should be good. Melee Dottie, that's correct. And this is for energy. In case that I run out of energy, I can go into a corner and make my own energy. Parasol should be Guyver. Lab. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. That's correct. Alright then. I think she's ready. Whoa, what was that? Shit, I didn't catch it. Do you hear that? Haven't heard that voice before. Okay, let's go to the The lab. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have... Hold on a second. I gotta check something on his shop.
Where would the sanctuary be without you?
Yeah, is there any way to make the Ignis better? Love that little flamethrower, but it's so weak. What's a new one for me? Never seen anything other than Nora on that. For the Ignis,
You will make an excellent hunter.
I hate how he gets into your face. You know, it's like those people that get on your face to talk to you. That's how I feel. I'm like, dude, step away about 3 feet, okay, and get out of my face. I can hear you, okay. Anyway, so the Ignis is a DPS weapon, okay. So it all has to do with like repetition, right? If you want to use it, so you say, oh, it's so weak. So that means that you're trying to use it as a damage weapon, not a status weapon, right? Well, not necessarily like a status weapon, because you could have a weapon that does slash, you know, that's damage, that's DPS, or burn, you know, or toxin. But so most people just want the weapon to do damage. Okay. So you want it to be a DPS weapon. So
Do not disappoint me, hunter.
So what you could do with the Ignis is do a lot of multi-shot. Do a lot of multi-shot. You want a lot of status, so they can accumulate, you know, fire. So they can accumulate burn. When your enemy is burning, he's not attacking you. So let's say you have like 5 guys in front of you, okay? Your Ignis should be good enough on status that you go like this, and they're all burning. So they're doing this. While they're doing this, you focus on one and you cook him, and then he dies, okay? And you go like this again, and they go like that, right? And then you focus on another one until he's cooked. Okay, now you got 3 guys. Okay, but just remember that fire is similar to ice and electricity. That it stops it stops the enemy from moving or from attacking you, because they're doing this, because they're burning. Okay. So you're gonna need status, definitely status, multi-shot, fire rate. You know, it's a DPS weapon. Okay, damage per second. Use a combo on the Ignis and Banshee currently. Oh yeah, nice. Just layer the status and duration as much as possible. No, not duration. You don't need that much. You don't need that much duration most of the time. Duration is for very specific situations. You know, it's like, oh, I have this build, and sometimes I gotta run. You know, I gotta run per room, and I have to freeze them, or I have to burn them, or whatever, so they leave me alone. Or it could be there's effects that take all the duration and turns it into damage. Like you get a damage in advance according to the duration. Like, let's say you're gonna burn someone, or you bleed someone, and they're gonna be bleeding for like 10 seconds. So there's effects out there where it takes the entire duration of 10 minutes, calculates how much damage that would have been, and uses it into a single hit. So when it comes to duration, it's very specific. Don't mod for duration unless you're in the mission and something happens and you're like, man, I wish I had more duration. Okay? But when it comes to the Ignis, it's a flamethrower, it's DPS weapon, so you want it to be just DPS, just as fast, as much damage as fast as possible. Okay, I'm here for the Helios. That's what I'm looking for. Detect vulnerability. That's my next one right there. Okay. I can leave happy. So your comment on a fishing video where he called out poachers. Hey, what's up, Calvin? Yeah, well, first he doesn't know those people, and he's not a law enforcement expert. If he was concerned, he would have just called the police, not put on video him being like such a moral guardian of the environment, okay, barking at people about being poachers. They don't know. When a police officer gets down there, guess what? Part of their proceedings is that you can't jump into conclusions. So the police officer will get there, they will do an investigation, and then they will reach a conclusion. That guy was just a Karen that saw a bunch of people laughing, that were laughing, and they were having a good time. They were joy, and he raged against that joy by using the law. And you know what? It could have been legal or whatever. That's fine. But it's the fact that he yelled at them like a Karen, and then he put it on video so he could get clicks. That's a miserable person. He got triggered by their joy, even if it was illegal. And if the issue was that it was, oh, it's illegal, it's poaching, you're going to exterminate all the fish, and nobody else will be able to have fish anymore. Okay, you call law enforcement because they have the procedure, training, and resources in order to determine that conclusion. You just walking by and seeing a bunch of people like happy with like laughters of joy, okay, and just because you yourself don't have that in your life and you're like a miserable Karen looking for validation on TikTok, okay, that's not enough to reach a conclusive to reach a conclusion that they're poachers. Okay, because you know what? The law could have changed. You don't know. Oh, now you can use nets. Oh, you can use nets with the type of fish that they're grabbing. You don't know. That's why you need a police officer. So you don't make a show of it. You just call the police, and that's it. But he was a Karen. He wanted to be a Karen, okay, and he wanted to put it online, okay, to virtual signal. Oh, look what a good citizen I am. I found these hard criminals against the environment, and I defended the environment. Look at me, guys. Look at me. I defended the environment. Fuck you. They're just jackasses. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ragnarok. Yeah. Would accelerate or speed trigger be better? Those are sadly the only fire mods I got right now. Yeah, you can try it. Hey, what's up, Rex? Thank you for the follow. Scutelata, yeah, the Hive Queen. Yeah, you can try it. Put on speed trigger or bio accelerate, whatever's good for you. Okay, and go try it out. Also, let me tell you something, Scutelata. So what's normal, okay, or what's going to be useful is for you to tinker with this game. This game is all about exploration, discovery, and tinkering. So you're going to try something, get out there and try it, okay, like I'm about to do with her. Get something else and try it. Get something else and try it, okay? It's the tinkering that gives you the dopamine, okay? Actually, I'm excited to see if she can do the netro cells and how it's gonna perform. All right, let's see it. Right here. Okay. Netro cells.
You and hey, Netracells. Let's go. Works for me.
Oh wait. No, not public. Solo. There we go.
What you need? I gotta believe there's some clue to where Albrecht went in those Netracells. Be with you in 5.
All right, Banshee, you're on. You know what? I like that green. I want it to be black background with green stripes, if I could have, because it reminds me of an old speaker, like an old equalizer, you know, and that has to do with sound. That's why I have Arcane Grace. It's because I have the 4 keys.
Only one way out of the anchor hold. Use that terminal. Take your key glyphs and get to it. Come on.
I'm working.
The Netracell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals. That'll help you zero in on it.
Yep. There we go. That's why I have my Parasol like that. That. I'm getting better with the motorcycle. Move, nerds. Oh no, I missed it. I missed it again. Duh. Oh no. One day I'll be good. No! Invisibility, dummy! Later, losers. Nope, sorry. Nope. Animation glitch.
Open it. I was afraid of this. Netrocell security system won't open with all the uglies around. Clear them out and make sure the system can see you doing it.
Down you go, big boy. Where is she? Turn the bone widow into a bone broth widow. Holy shit! Fart. It needs more ice. This is not enough. It's just not enough. Fart. Motherfucker!
Albrecht's damn necrobites are reinforcing the netrocell. Your hands are tied until you knock them out.
Fucking necromites. Where's that triangle? Magnus is not working. Nope. Fucking Jade, motherfuckers. I'll leave that guy for later. Those are like easy incarnate shots. Whoa! I don't want to get stuck inside the wall.
Dropping. Hit them till they stop moving.
I hate those mechs. Where's that fucking Jade, motherfucker? Fucking snake? Fuck! Damn it, dude! Oh, it was so close. It needs more eyes, man. It needs more ice.
Come on. Let's at least pretend this mess can still work.
I need to shoot them and they need to freeze. I'll call them out. Call an officer. Yeah. I fished that spell well enough to know that they are going for it. Yeah, but the thing is that Karen, he's not a professional. Okay? He's not a professional, so he doesn't have the training and the resources to do investigation and to do law enforcement. He's just posting it to virtual signal to like grandstand that he's such a virtuous protector of the environment, and he's looking for validation. That's why he acted like that in response to their joy, and that's why he put it online. Okay? It has nothing to do with protecting the environment or the poaching or whatever. It has to do with an opportunity in order to grandstand and virtual signal to make himself look good. If you really care about the environment, okay, instead of like self-validation or using the moment in order to find some material for clout, he would have just called law enforcement, and every single time that he walks by and he sees poachers, it's just the same thing. That's the procedure. That's the procedure. Just call law enforcement, report them, maybe, record a little bit for evidence if they, just in case if they ask you. But you don't go and grandstand and like, hey, You shouldn't do that. That's bad for the environment. I know because I am a virtuous guardian of the environment. And you are poaching. You know, this whole finger wagging bullshit. Okay? Like in public, in front of everybody. Okay? You know, that's to feed their ego. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because that's their job. You know, the thing is, if let's say that the law changed. Let's say that the law changed that you can now use nets against certain type of fish. You don't know that. You know who would know that? A police officer, because that's their job. It's they're in law enforcement. I just noticed that her energy is white. Oh no, her energy is black. Oh no, why is it showing up as white though? That's weird. Alright. This thing. Black energy just make it invisible in a match, unfortunately. No, Santrina, I know that. That's one of the reasons that I like the Fear Black, which is the blackest black, which shuts down some of the particle effects. And I was trying to get rid of that because in her animation, she goes like this and she looks like she's like a water bender or something. I'm like, well, that has nothing to do with sound. Why are you doing that? You know? This is status 25. But I'm out. You know what? I'll keep the Magnum. I'll keep the Magnum. Maybe I'll change the Riven. But it needs more coal than that. That's not gonna cut it. Actually, let me go to the Sanctum. A true black energy color? Yeah. It probably doesn't show up because it wasn't programmed. That's probably what it is. Like, we choose blackest black and then it goes to fetch it and there's nothing there. So it's probably like some kind of bug.
Out in thanks, if they could.
I wish they would have like colors that the color that you choose on the palette is the color that you're getting. I wish that was true. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and how many do you have? I can't see. I'll do this guy. Okay, with 5 stacks, he stops moving. See, 1 stack is not enough. With 2 stacks, he stops moving. He freezes. What about 10 stacks? With 10 stacks, that's a block of ice with 10 stacks. Okay. Okay. So I mean, this thing is supposed to freeze too. Look at that. That's why I put cold on it. But he didn't inform. Well, I mean, he did inform. He did inform indirectly. He informed, and he didn't inform very well. He informed only because he made a video of him grandstanding and virtual signaling and wagging the finger, going like this. Okay, because of that. If it would have been information, okay, if it would have been just the intention to inform, he would have been like, "Hey guys, so we're here at whatever, at the like little river beach or like little lake or whatever, like whatever it is." And this is a big problem that we have, just people getting here and they don't know the law, or maybe they don't care about the law and they're using these nets, and it's illegal. Last time I checked, the law could have changed, but that's one of the reasons why we can't keep fish here, is because people come in and they use the nets, and they're grabbing all these fish. But just so you know what we have to put up with at name town here, that would have been information. But he just made a video of him wagging his finger like this. Hey, you guys, you're poaching. That's illegal. And he doesn't even know. The law could have changed. He doesn't know, right? And he doesn't even know like what kind of fish, uh, could have been invasive species or whatever, like all that stuff. My only problem is the virtual signaling to make one look for validation. He used the moment as material for clout to farm views. That is my main problem with that. Okay, his first priority is not to protect the environment. His first priority was material for clout for his channel. He used that moment for that. If it would have been just like a straight, okay, let's protect the environment, I guess take some video in case that you need some evidence, okay, and you report it to law enforcement so they can check, okay, is it actually something illegal? Okay, what kind of fish? What are you using? Okay, let me see everybody's licenses. You know what I mean? Somebody with training, somebody with resources to do that kind of thing. But we don't know. Very likely it's still reasonable doubt. Do you know that? Well, you don't know. Do you have plecos? Do you have no plecos in your rivers? It could have been something like that. You don't know. There's bait fish, and then there's like regular game fish. You know, that's why there's all these variables. That's why you simply call it in, and then you let the professionals do it. You let the officer come over there, okay, and do an investigation. That's what they do all day long. That's why we pay them for. But if he would have done that, he wouldn't have had a video. And if he wouldn't have had a video, he doesn't have views. Oh, you know what, guys? This is what I wasn't doing. On ability cast, 90% status chance. I wasn't doing it. Alright, I'm gonna give this another run. This time it's gonna be ability first and then pistol. And let's see how that works. There aren't much game wardens you can call anymore. The funding for them has gone down the drain. Well, you gotta call it in. Are they the only law enforcement that deal with environmental crimes? You can't call normal. Okay, all right, okay. Well, you gotta call it in, you know, because it's not the normal person without training. Okay, it's not equipped to make that call. So you pay tax every time you buy stuff. You pay taxes locally, okay, and then they use that money. You know, they use the money from citations and stuff, okay, in order to fund the department. So you have to call it in because that's the system that's in place. I mean, that's a system that we set up. We don't have a system where citizens themselves, you can go and make a citizen's arrest. Actually, you know what? Even then it's wrong for him to have made the video, because if he cared so much, he would have just, I don't know, done some, you know, citizen's arrest thing, which I don't think it would have gone too well, because with citizen's arrest, a lot of times it looks like assault, right? Because, you know, you don't have a uniform, you don't have credentials or anything. So, but you don't put it online in order to farm clicks. That's the problem. And that video is not going to do anything, you know, because he didn't even explain what it is. Did you notice that? Let's say that he wanted to make the video in order for people to feel shame so they don't go poaching. Let's just say that that's a theory. Okay. You don't explain where the place is, particularly where that spot is, okay? Time of the day or anything. Nothing informative like that. He literally just sat there with one hand in his you know, hip, okay, and the other one wagging the finger like this, okay? He's using it to virtual signal for clout. That's the problem. He didn't even achieve anything like that. Let's say I'm a poacher and I'm just sitting there and I'm poaching fish. Let's say that I'm legitimately poaching fish, and he films me, okay, and he posts that video. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because the video didn't get the community, okay, to also wag the finger at me, for me to feel too embarrassed to go poaching again, because he didn't say what community it was. He didn't put a local tag on it. You know, after you make a TikTok video, you can put, you know, like the name of a town or a city or something, okay? So TikTok can serve that video locally. There was no information. All that he filmed was he himself being a Karen. So even if you wanted to go the route of informing the community and shaming the poachers or the potential poachers, alleged poachers, that didn't even work because he didn't structure it for that. He only structured it to make himself look like a virtuous guardian of the environment, which, if you scratch the surface a little bit and you think about it, he didn't do. Fishers in that spot and a poacher spot. Well, you know what, Calvin? Let's do this because we can go round and round all day with this. You're a fisher in that same area. I think that you should make a video explaining the situation, name of town of the community, tag the place locally where it should be so your community can know. Okay? You tag them, you film people, okay? You let them know, hey, you're being filmed for poaching. And the community is going to know because I'm going to tag all the townsfolk. And I'm going to call it in to the warden, Fish and Wildlife. So that's informative. Okay? That's more informative. That's not, virtual signaling. You make an appropriate video, like a useful video like that, something that's gonna shame poachers in your community. Okay? Tag me on it or send it to me to my DM, and then I'll share it with my 3,000 followers. Better than zero, okay? But I'll help you, I'll help you a little bit with the following I do have. Okay? But not what he did. See? And you just very calmly, you're like, hey, you guys, do you guys know that you're poaching? Because it could be that people don't know. I didn't know. Until I saw the other guy's video, I didn't know. Okay? Actually, it wasn't the video, it was the comments. I went to the comments explained everything. The video didn't explain very much. So if you make a video, okay, and you just walk up to people, you're like, hey, do you know you're poaching? And, what kind of fish are you getting or whatever. If you know, like the law, okay, and you're approaching it that way, and you're sort of like creating awareness, okay, instead of itching to like wag the finger at people, okay, that would have a better result than just virtual signaling. So you can virtual signal with a legit grievance, legit, but it doesn't make the virtual signal any legitimate. It doesn't make it as legitimate as the cause. You can use the cause as a narrative. So if you really care about that, you can approach it, calmly, civilly, with education. You can go talk to the people, okay? You can tell the audience where it is. This is the town, this is the place, okay? This is the spot. We have this problem here. Let's go talk to them. Excuse me, sir. Do you, what kind of fish are you getting? What kind of using nets? Do you know that's against the law? Last time I checked, okay. Or you can do your own research. You can say, hey, that's been illegal since like 2014 in this town, in this city, okay? Because a lot of people might not know. That's not being a Karen. That actually has results, okay? A Karen is all about using current methods like law enforcement for petty reasons, and that's not petty. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, you know what would be good? Punch through. I think punch through would be good. I think something with punch through. You know what? I should change this Revan, actually. But I'm thinking that definitely something with punch through. Just don't have the space. Maybe I'll change the format on this. What is this? Finn? Alright, Finn. No, Finn. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the ship so I can reroll that Revan. I never seen punch through on Revens, huh? There's no punch through? I wonder when they're gonna add more abilities to the Revens. See? That's gonna turn into viral. So that's no good. Also, when are they gonna add Murmur to the Revens? Everything is Grenier, Infested, or Corpus. No, electrical is gonna turn into magnetic. No, I can't think of it as a damage weapon. It's not a damage weapon. It's supposed to like freeze things. It doesn't have to have cold, but it can ruin the cold that I do have. See, look at this. Damage to Corpus. It's always like the same 3. Status duration. Yeah. Slash? No. No, I don't need that. I'm hoping for something with fire rate or status chance or something like that. I don't even need an element. Cortical. Oh my god! 3.7 punch through. Sold! I'll take it. I'll take it. I know. Alright, so now I have punch through, and I don't have to worry about making space. Plus reload speed. Reload speed is good. It's good stuff. Okay. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to test it until the whole Magnus levels up to rank 30. But, you know, I'll do my best. I have a question. So what are you planning on doing with the Magnus? I just wanted to freeze people. I want the Magnus to freeze
What do you
targets. And I want it to freeze targets so they don't move, so I'm able to evolve my Incarnon faster.
In my humble opinion, you'll last longer with a few warm bodies to soak up the damage. Albrecht security is no joke.
Yeah, well,
Let's
I didn't
crack
ask
that.
for your opinion. I work alone. I also get better test results when you play solo. If you're gonna go stress test a build, it's better to do it solo.
Only one way out of the anchor hold. Use that terminal.
What?
Take your key glyphs and get to it. Come on.
Motherfucking who did that?
The Netracell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals. That'll help you zero in on it.
Move, nerds! Stop! Come here! Little motherfucker. How come my ice is not freezing him? Little fucker. Oh shit. Fuck. Saved it. Oh, now you see me, now you don't. Please don't notice me hacking the computer here. Motherfucker. There you go. Fall over. Fucking robot. That's a little bit better. It froze a little bit better. That's good. Move, nerds, move! Oops, oops, oops. Nope. No, you ruined it. Let me hack in peace.
Papa left some bad things behind. That book's one of them.
What book? What book? Where's the book? I don't know where the book is. Damn it. Fuck. Move, move, move. Ah. No!
This is it. Use the key glyph and get ready for whatever happens next. I was afraid of this. Netracell's security system won't open with all the uglies around. Clear them out and make sure the system can see you doing it.
Okay, Magnus, you're on. Well, I'm gonna have to do that many, many times.
Well done, lad.
Until it gets to level
I
30.
dare say the murmur is quaking in its ambulators. What with the hiding our friend has dispensed it. Slap!
You and I. Netracells. Let's go. Let's crack that thing.
I don't feel like I'm free. I can freeze them fast enough. That's the problem. There's a whole lot of them. I'm gonna have to take my time. I'm gonna have to take my time because if I rush and I lose, I'm gonna be wasting even more time.
So, hit the terminal to exit into the labs. getting out of the anchor hold without all 4 key glyphs. The Netracell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals. That'll help you zero in on it.
Damn it! Move, 2 legs. Actually, you know what? I could use you. Thank you. Where the fuck is it? Move. Whoop. Who's shooting at me? Who is the motherfucker that's shooting at me? You shooting at me? Move, nerds, move! Ah. Shit. Are you kidding me? Fuck you. My guns! I don't have my fucking guns! Bye. There you go. What happened to my guns? Dude, I could not use them. Fucking Warframe. Oops.
That's the metro cell. Open it. I was afraid of this. Netrocell security system won't open with all the uglies around. Clear them out and make sure the system can see you doing it.
Fucking dog. Not so nice with that punch through, huh? Oh no. Maybe use cover. Maybe stop blocking shots with my face.
Alright.
Why don't you get a new core Cycron, or is there something special about the Magnus? I just want a pistol on the side because it looks good. You know, pistol looks good. That's about it. You know what? I forgot to hold on.
All right.
Embedded catalyzer. Yeah, I forgot to do an ability and then do this. Do an ability and then aim. I mean, I always aim. And just don't have any space for it. That's the problem. We'll trigger another sonar. Let's get rid of that. Call abilities. No, I don't have any call abilities. And then I switch. It's just not enough, I don't think. So that's a total of 200, about 600. Let me see. Rolling guard. I know I get a lot of statuses from the key glyphs. You know. Or maybe this will be better. No, because this turns me invulnerable for 3 seconds. That's every 8 seconds. Yeah, I'll try it. Did they change peculiar audience? I thought my peculiar audience was 2. It wasn't 3. I thought it was 2. Shields come from this. Shield, shield, shield. You know what other weapon I wanted to try?
You in the mood for a little Netrocell action?
The Sonic Core. But it doesn't look as good. But it will fit with the theme. Where's my Sonic Core? I lost it. I lost my Sonic Core. There it is. Oh, because it's just a knockout weapon. I remember. I'll try it. Oh no, I didn't talk to Taffer.
Bird 3. What I wouldn't give for some of that optimism. Hey, don't want to tell you your business, but works for me. got your glyphs. So, hit the terminal to exit into the labs. If you want to find out what Albrecht was up to in that Netrocell, you'll need one of each key glyph. The Netrocell is hidden somewhere in these labs. Sniff it out yourself or get control of terminals. They'll tell you where it is.
Oh shit, that was a Bone Widow? Man, I got ambushed. I shouldn't have let him bait me. I got baited. But that Sonic core looks good.
Samples over here, if you please.
Bird, what you need? For an old guy to build all this, let's crack that thing. Got your glyphs. So, hit the terminal to exit into the labs. The Netrocell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals, that'll help you zero in.
Oops. Oops, I did it wrong.
Using the key glyphs will open the Netracell. So be ready. I was afraid of this. Netracell security system won't open with all the uglies around. Clear them out and make sure the system can see you doing it.
I'm not gonna let that guy bait me again. Motherfucker. There's a necromech. I thought I was behind cover. What the hell? Must have been a status effect. Man, what a problem with energy, huh?
One must make the best of things.
Bird, hi. For an old guy to build all this, all right. What's his is ours. Only one way out of the anchor hold. Use that terminal. Take your key glyphs and get to it. Come on.
225.
That was the easy part. Now you have to find the Netracell. Albrecht left terminals coated with partial coordinates in these halls. Yeah, even he got lost down here.
No, not like that. Oh no, I can't get it. Shit. Cover me. Motherfuck. One day I'll learn. Fucking hell. Where is it? Shit.
Using the key glyphs will open the Netracell, so be ready. Security's freaking out. The Netracell doors won't open until you clear out the uglies around the entrance.
Necromites? All that way over there? No, it's this one. Where is it? Where's the Necromite? I don't know where the Necromite is. Necromite's not there. Where's the necromite? Lower level security. Okay.
It's working! You gotta keep going. Reinforcing the Netracell. Your hands are tied until you knock them out.
I should have transferred out.
Yeah, what'll it be? How long someone has to live works for me.
Well, you know what? I like that Sonic core better. That's for sure. What was the last thing that I put on it? I replaced resonance with something
Leave the
else.
anchor
I
hole.
forgot what it was.
Access that terminal.
Oh, I think it was
Take your key glyphs and get to it. Come on.
hold on. There's something I'm not understanding about her abilities.
The
Silence.
Metrocell is hidden somewhere in these
Sonar.
labs. Sniff it out yourself or get control of terminals.
Okay.
They'll tell you where it is.
That must have been a key glyph. A key glyph was draining my energy. That's what happened. That's what happened. She has 225 energy. And what's the operator ability? Well, I don't get to see the operator ability. Yeah, I don't get to see it. Oops. No! Idiot. Ah. Turn a right.
Papa left some bad things behind. That book's one. And it's out. Let it out.
I don't even know what hit me, dude. What hit me? Got no idea.
Yeah. Hi. Let's go. Be with you in 5. Only one way out of the anchor hold. Use that terminal.
Let me see something.
The Netracell.
Can I get abilities if I do it from here? Nope. But the abilities are here. Let me see. Well of energy for 8 seconds. Okay, use your first modifier. Second ability makes a radio burst, slowing enemy. Oh, that's a second ability. Okay. Use your first ability inside a wellspring to increase its size, boost, and duration by 20 seconds. Grant 20 ability strength in those inside. Okay.
Is hidden somewhere in these labs. Sniff it out yourself or get control of terminals. They'll tell you where it is.
It does get, yeah. That's nice. Yeah, she's a little bit... I might have to change her shards. Damn it. One day I'll get good at this. There we go, smooth. Sometimes that glitches out and you actually don't turn invisible. No! Why didn't my... Dude, I hate when in this game when I press a button and nothing happens. Okay, invisible. See? Press a button and nothing fucking happens. I was supposed to turn invisible. Turn right. There we go. There we go. See, I'm getting better. Where the fuck? Turn invisible. Fuck. Oh, fucking bother. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I didn't do it. I had one chance to do that jump.
Using the key glyphs will open the Netracell, so be ready. We ain't done! Local threats are triggering a security override. Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
Didn't even get access to his right hand.
Necromites are slowing us down. Find him, smash him.
Has to be inside the circle.
It's working. You gotta keep going.
No, I was about to shift. I was about to shift back. Okay. Well, I keep getting killed by things that I do not see. Hmm. Let's see. Shock absorbers. Okay. Ability strength, ability strength. times the damage. 418. I'm not sure if the damage is gonna make a difference. %, physical damage resistance. So I assume that the shots that they're shooting at me are physical. But I am not sure. Something else that I can put on is it's the thing that cuts down the status effects. Where is it? Rapid resilience. But I'm not sure. We'll try shock absorbers, see what happens. But you know what? The key glyph, they're not gonna do physical damage. I should put vigor. Okay. So all these are shields. Shield capacity. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to fix it here. I gotta go all the way back to the orbiter. Yeah, what's up, K-Ace? Killing enemies with 3 or more unique status effect reduces companion ability cooldowns by 3 seconds. Okay. Which is a cooldown for our shield charger. Okay. And this has many statuses and many statuses. Okay. Maybe it doesn't benefit from reach, you know? +2 punch through. Oh, yeah. Definitely. +2 punch through, yeah. Okay. And then you pick up kind of 15% additional energy. 5 seconds. Wellspring, this is what I've been doing. Use your first ability inside Wellspring to increase its size. Okay. To be cast without using energy or shield, but requires 60% recharge. I mean, I've been spamming the shit out of the sonar. Increase operator energy regeneration by 90. This just slows down enemies. Slaying through enemies, 50% chance to disarm them, which is useless because they don't have guns. Killing a disarmament increase operator energy regeneration by 2% max stacks. Affected by temporal drag. Maybe there's another school. Alright, Naramon is a combo school, and then this is damage. Then this is defense. And this is also defense. This is more like healing. Say. It's more like a, you know, like a co-op thing. This will be good, but man, my amps are trash. Absolute garbage. You know what? I've been playing for 3 hours and I've gotten very little out of it. I learned lessons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave this project for later. And I'm going to do some event. Get some Duviri mats.
Please select destination.
Let's see what happens next. Look at us, chatting like old friends. Making a note of that. What a riddle you are.
Do you remember the Zariman? How much you learned once the restraints were taken off? Think what we could do here, together.
You have to burn her influence out at the very roots. If that means sending you into the undercliff, then so be it.
Kiddo, is this where all your secrets are buried? Well, well, you do have a messy mind. My forces will sort it out. Sure, kiddo. Fight back. We can do this. Spiral after spiral after spiral.
Do not even start. Practice makes perfect. Stay down.
If you're wasting your time here, who's protecting those freaks back in Holvania? Did you hear the angels singing? Look at it. This edifice of guilt. He knew what he did, what he took.
The scholar knew this day was coming. He prepared for it, hid things. Find them.
Someone, check this. Off you go. I'll put
I can be your father, your lover, your friend. I can give the dead back their voice. All you have to do is ask.
The spider's helping her is keeping this monster theory tethered to my kingdom. Cut it down.
Oh no, I got the bug that I can't go into my Warframe.
This kingdom for me, and I will feed you as your old master never did.
Help me! Please!
The invisible spiders are not affected by anything.
Bad luck to kill a spider, kiddo. Especially when I can just bring her back. Albrecht's crucibles. Crimes against the laws of nature. My kingdom with your element mixing.
Zone is hot! You're done.
You are really starting to bother me.
Hostiles! Contain them before it's a ball of chalk.
Enough of this playtime. Get out.
We've got hostiles!
She is vulnerable. Get to the heart of the corruption.
Hey, Harold looks like you. Once.
There'll be tears before bedtime.
So the boss is immune to slash dash.
Your Majesty.
If I do slash dash ignores the boss. That means that the boss is immune to slash dash. How? What a stupid fucking shit. That is so incredibly stupid, man. It's just idiocy. Why would I want to, like, use... I mean, half of the Warframe is the abilities. Who's next? Valkyr, Nova, Mirage, Yareli Prime. Yeah, I like to use Yareli Prime. But first, I have to do some fashion frame on Yareli Prime. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is for Yareli Prime, I'm going to do a see, this is too much. It's too flappy, you know what I mean? It's like too many flappy things around. It's the sigils. The sigil needs to be... What sigil that I had on the other Yareli? I forgot. I needed something that was gonna flow like water, I believe. I think it was this one, but I need to put different blues on it. I think that's what it was. This, and then put white. No, white, 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 white. Okay. Needs to be darker. I think this is Infestation Blue. Not sure. I think that's about it. Okay, what was the problem with this one? Oh, because it went over the pearl. Yeah, I remember. It went over the pearl, and that's why ultimately I didn't choose it, even though I like this water effect. I mean, that's also kind of nice, I guess. But that's all the way at the bottom, huh? That's at the bottom. It's still messing with the pearl. No. Nope. This doesn't look bad. It's not bad either. Oh, it does clip a little bit here. This is nice. The effect is nice, but can't just go by effect. This one has potential. I could mute this. Maybe I can mute it, I don't know. Yeah, I could mute it. Little bit. Yeah. Oh, she doesn't have nothing. Probably because I use the default mods. Can use that one. Restoring health. Well, I don't need ability strength. Oh, that's cold damage? Hmm. What's the aqua blades? Slash. This is cold. guess can't go wrong with Arcane Energize. Ability range. Yeah, just leave stretch on it. Good enough, I guess. Man, I do not like this shiny gold shit. Can't get away from it. Yeah, I don't like it. Oh well. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna wrap it up right now because I've been streaming for 4 hours. Every 4 hours, I gotta take a break. Alright then. Thank you everybody for hanging out and having fun. I hope you have a good lunch. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.